I want a torch. You know, a Hellfire torch. The ridiculously overpowered unique large charm. While Diablo 2 has no shortage of overpowered or even game-breaking items, this doesn't even take up a gear slot. It's the upside of a strong endgame item at the cost of 5% of your inventory space. So basically every character needs one or they are missing out on free power, so of course I want one. Well actually, I really want a torch for each class. Or I guess, to ensure good rolls and minimize the need for gear swapping between characters of the same class, I need a lot of torches. But right now I don't have any torches. Just a big torch-sized hole in my inventory. It's time to do something about that. Now I play single player. I never go online in Diablo 2, except sometimes to, you know. That means that I have to do everything required to get a torch myself. To get the torch, I need to defeat several different bosses located behind several different portals. But let's start from the beginning by farming a bunch of keys. And the first target on my key running hit list is
the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins.
I'm running with a Nova Sorceress that hits the 105% FCR breakpoint and carries 218% magic find. She's accompanied by a Holy Freeze mercenary and they both have decent but not top shelf end gear. A quick overview of their gear is playing on screen now. This video tries to highlight what you can expect from doing 100 key runs, but on run number 3, something absolutely unexpected dropped. A champion ghost in the Countess chamber dropped a freaking Jah Rune. Talk about a strong start to the runs. By the way, how terrifying would it have been if I accidentally had socketed Jah Rune into the socketed armor in my inventory. Only 2 runs later, on run number 5, I find a Mal rune. It of course pales in comparison, but it was still a nice find because it was the last rune I was missing for Call to Arms. So I decided to roll one right away. Only 2 to battle orders is a bit unfortunate, but since it was my first, I was still happy. On run number 23, yet another Mal rune drops. Then nothing interesting happened for a while, but towards the end of the runs, the tower got terrorized and I found a Sundering Charm. Quite a low roll, but still a nice find. The first unique ring of the runs drops on run 95. Unfortunately, it's just a Manald. The 100 runs resulted in 10 keys of terror. By the way, the runs were done on a player 3 settings in single player. Next we're off to one of the strangest areas in the game, where we find the keeper of the next key, the Summoner. This key is by far my least favorite to run, but a goblin's gotta do what a goblin's gotta do. I have my first interesting non-key drop on run 45 when a pair of rare boots drop. These are actually quite nice and I end up equipping them right away. On run 54 of the Summoner, the second unique ring drops. It also happens to be our second Manald. On the final Summoner run, he drops both a set and a unique item. They're nothing special, but it's so rare to get a double drop from him, I felt like including it. 100 Summoner runs resulted in 12 keys of hate. That's 2 out of 3 of the key bosses farmed. And the last one, the keeper of the Key of Destruction, is Nihlatak. He can be a very dangerous target to farm, thanks to his ability to cast Corpse Explosion. The common ways around this is to either keep your distance, equip a source of slain monsters rest in peace, or kill him without creating a single body for him to blow up. Well, this sorceress can't do any of those and I don't have a Nature's Peace ring, so she's in a tough spot. Or well, so I thought. Without a source of slain monsters rest in peace, I assumed I would have no chance against him with a Nova Sorceress that needs to get up close and personal. Before even attempting a single run, I had already created a plan for how to overcome this problem, and I had even started writing the outline for a script for a little side story. Our hero Sorceress was gonna go up against Nihlatak, but fail brutally time and time again, until a mysterious hero appeared to aid her, and together they would defeat the evil Necromancer. But it turns out I overestimated how dangerous Nihlatak is, or maybe I underestimated how strong my Sorc is, because she does the runs just fine without any gear changes or help needed. Just teleport into the middle of his plateau, static a few times, and then Nova is strong enough to finish him off before he's able to do much. And thanks to the damage being high enough, he is often stunned a few times so he can't teleport around too much. So that's a bit of an anti-climax, but hey, let's take a look at some things I found while farming him. On run number 9, I found an ethereal cryptic X. I was really hoping for 4 sockets here, since my own mercenary is still using a non-ethereal weapon for his rune word. But unfortunately, no luck this time. While Nihlatak was pretty good at dropping keys, he was very bad at dropping anything else. But on run 75, he dropped a green war belt. Nothing too special, but at least the IK belt is a decent item. But I mostly included this because I forgot to hit record again after saving this footage, so I didn't get any footage of my next drop, a rainbow facet. I'm actually looking to make this a fire sorceress in the near future, so despite the mediocre roll, it was a nice drop. On run number 100, Nihlatak was kind enough to drop a final key, as well as an item I've never seen before. Looks kinda rare if you ask me. So with those runs finished, the total tally comes out to 10 keys of terror, 12 keys of hate, and 13 keys of destruction. That's a bit more than what you could expect on average, but nothing too unreasonable given the small sample size of just 100 runs and each boss having about a 10% chance to drop a key, depending on the player settings. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this before, but I ran Nihlatak on a mix of players 1 and players 3, depending on how dangerous he felt over the course of the runs. Here is another video for you to watch, and thank you for all the amazing support. As a token of my appreciation, I thought I'd let you know about a secret streamer luck setting which you can find by going to